Like we always do about this time, I am Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. And today, our special guest is none other than DJ Wiz. What's going on with you, brother?
Oh man, I'm in here over here chilling, man. Trying to do me best way I can.
Well, tell me something, man. When did you decide that you wanted to be a DJ?
Dude, honestly, man, uh, see, my pops was a DJ, so for me, it was like second nature. I was taught these things at a very young age. I'd say that I really caught the bug though. I was watching had to be like BET or MTV. See, back in the day, my mom and my dad they were separated, so we would go to my dad's house on certain weekends, and he had cable television. So he would have the TV on, let's say BET or something like that, or MTV. And I remember one night we was laying in the bed just watching TV, and I seen a DJ on stage, and he was scratching. It had to be like Kumo D or somebody like that, but performing or something, but the DJ was just cutting, and that sound, that waka 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 sound, I was like, I want to do that because like I had already seen DJing before because my dad was DJing, and he would take me to the house parties and stuff like that, and kind of give me insight on how to control the crowd and stuff. So I had insight on how to work the crowd, but I had an interest in that sound, that waka 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 sound. So as I got older, I say about uh 10 years old, 11, somewhere around there, I learned that that was actually a record turntable that you had to have to make that sound. And then somewhere about that time, I bumped into DJ Screw. You know what I mean? Hearing DJ Screw tapes. So I was like, when I heard a Screw tape, I really went left with it. Like, whoa, like this is it. I really want to do this. So I really got to give credit to my pops for kind of showing me how to DJ and giving me the game on it. But it was more like just hearing DJs scratching gave me like that itch to want to do the same thing.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, as far as hip hop is concerned, the DJ is the cornerstone to this
Yeah,
because before there was the rapper, there
yeah,
was the DJ.
right. And
You know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
bro,
The DJ existed before the rapper existed.
right. And honestly, they go hand in hand. Like when the rapper has the utmost respect for the DJ, you know what I'm saying? You can see that relationship blossoming, and both of them, can prosper in the lane. You know what I'm saying? Like case in point, not to be funny, but Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? If you really look at them, they both, looked out for each other their whole careers, and look at them now. They're both pretty much successful in their lane, however you want to take that.
Yeah, that's real. I mean, my next question to you was gonna be, I mean, obviously, uh, your influence is gonna come from Screw because he was a DJ that I think made a lot of people just look at what he was doing and say, "Whoa."
Yeah, yeah.
It was very. I mean, even for me, when I first heard it, I thought the homie radio was messed up the first time
Right,
I
right,
heard it. And he was like,
right.
"Nah, that's how it's supposed to go."
Nice.
And I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
okay."
yeah.
Not really thinking that, when you first hear something, you don't think that you don't really see a vision for it. You just hear it
Right,
and you
right,
kind of go on about your day.
right,
Now,
right,
now where we stand, it's become that sound has become a whole culture.
right. I say that when I seen screw tapes hit the actual record stores, like you could go to Best Buy or FYE, all them old school sound record stores we had, or CD stores or whatever. When I seen Screw in the stores, just like everybody else, like the majors, I knew that it was gonna be a thing. Not necessarily knowing that the artist was gonna take off and everything was gonna traject the way it was, but me, I was like, I want to do that too. So regardless if they gonna do it, I want to do it because I felt like, especially like we was inspired by the way the crew was moving because we looked at Master P and how he put together his record label and Cash Money came after. But really and truly, Screw them to us was the ones to do it first, but they just didn't go major. But we looked at that model of okay, we got rappers, we putting out songs, putting out mixtapes, or whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? Just putting out your content, you know what I'm saying, on your own. We looked at that as motivation. Like, man, if they could do it, we could do it too. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I was young when I first started, let's say uh first started DJing in 96. I got a karaoke machine maybe around like 98 and like in middle school. So me and my partners, like they would come to my house and we would make tapes. You know what I mean? We wanted to be like Screw them. You know what I'm saying? Or Switch House. Or the Mother Boys, Bellway 8, and DSR guys. We wanted to be a crew like them. We wanted to represent for Beaumont. But we was young, you know what I'm saying? We ain't had no money, so we got us a karaoke machine and started making our own tapes. And to us, man, we was the shit. We didn't give a fuck about nothing else. Shout out to the major players, man. My partners, man, we really was trying to do that thing in middle school, you know what I'm saying? And it transferred on into high school, you know what I'm saying? Then I started kicking it with a different crew, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Money Makers, you know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing in high school, in Central High School. Like I was selling out tapes out the ass at Central, you know what I'm saying? So that's really how I got popular by just work in my area. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to school every day with, 20, 30, 50 CDs and selling out, coming back with some more the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I would give some away. Sometimes I would, sell them $5, make a little money, just so I can go buy some more CDs. Really, that's all we cared about. And that's how I got popular, really, because um, shout out to Crystal Dean. I guess she was hearing my name going around and she actually booked me for her was it her graduation party our senior year, and I did so good at her graduation party. Everybody went and told the activities director at school because they was trying to find a DJ for our school dance, and they was like Wiz, so they called me out of class, and uh, this is the first time I actually was able to negotiate my own price. Because when I did my very first party in '96, that was kind of a family thing, family hookup. Shout out to Danielle. She I ain't gonna put her out there like that, but she very popular. Some of y'all might know her because she was a dancing doll at Southern and at the rival school. I ain't gonna say her name, but her last name, but yeah, I did her party back in '96. That was my very first party I ever did, and I got paid. But my daddy negotiated everything, and woo de woo, because it was more of like a friend of the family kind of thing. So when I was called up in the student activities director's office in my senior year, I was able to negotiate my own price and do my own business, and like that there let me know that that's what I was supposed to do for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like be my own boss and negotiate my own work, you know what I'm saying, off my own talent. So uh that senior year really 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 made me open my eyes to the business side of it. Not only just seeing the studio work, meaning like making mixtapes with your homeboys and selling them, but also I can do parties and make money. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh yeah, I got to get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Yeah. And what you do after that point, like after you got out of school,
All right,
what did
so
you
after
do
I
after that?
after I graduated high school at Central class of '03, you know what I'm saying? Um we I got a little job because I ain't gonna lie, I was really supposed to go to college and be in the band, but that ain't work out. School ain't for everybody, especially when you first coming out. You might not really know exactly what you want to do. Like I said, I was bitten by this bug, this music bug. So I was like, give me a job and I'm gonna hustle, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like something was gonna take off in this music. I didn't know what, but I'm working at, with my pops. We working at this car dealership out there in Silsby, Donaldson Motor Company. I'm out there. I'm out there as a porter, sweeping floors and cleaning up and shit. made my way up to spray on bed liners, so I thought I was the shit. But um, we listened to the radio every day in the shop, so I heard them have an advertisement for they're looking for on air talent. They're looking for a new DJ. So my daddy called me. He was like, "Sam, you ought to try it out. You ought to try it out." And at first, I ain't giving no thought. And then the next day, he was like, "You want to try it out?" And I said, "All right." So I went home because I always had a makeshift studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in my little garage setup right now. But um, I went home my little studio, put together a little tape. A little demo tape. Me mixing for about 15 minutes, and at the end of it, I did a little, it's your man DJ Wiz, listening to fake radio impression. I can't remember what I said, but at the time I did a little fake radio impression, sent it in. Fucked around and called your boy. Said audition tape was good. They wanted me to come in and do an on-air audition. And the way it was set up, they had four different contestants. um, Everybody had a Saturday night they hosted, along with the main jock or whatever, but they co-hosted with the main jock. And at the end of the month, or the next month, that weekend, they had a vote on from the city on who they thought should be the next host at Magic One 2.5. And lo and behold, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. How I won. This is some people know this shit because they was a part of it, but I looked at it as a popularity contest. I was in a part of Central Band, but I had graduated the year before, but still I had partnership, I had affiliation with the band director because he knew I DJ'd and he came to me for music. You know what I'm saying? So um he had already asked me for some music for him to write, because he always written our music himself for us to play in the band. So he had asked me for what's the new hottest songs, Woo the Woo coming out. So I always give him music every year. So but that year I asked him for a favor. I asked him, could, I plead my case to the band. I needed everybody to vote for me so I could win. And, he said, sure enough. He let the band know that I was going, uh, applying to be a radio station DJ. And, everybody in this room already knew how good I was. So they was like, we need to get him in there. So, at that time, Central Band was like 300 deep, you know what I'm saying? Like not even including the auxiliary or the silver steppers or anything else, just the band. We was about 300 deep. So having nearly 300 people call and voting for you, man, like, so long story short, I won, right? So when I get there, Latone Hart, rest in peace his soul, my guy. When the first guy getting there, he was like, man, you won by a landslide. Man, I kind of giggled a little bit because I knew what I did. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, it's a popularity contest. It's all about who you know. So I had to work my avenues, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted that shot straight up and down.
Yeah, well, I want to ask you this since you're a DJ. Normally, I ask everybody what's their top five best rappers. Since you are a DJ, I'm going to ask you, do you have a top five DJs?
Um, I mean, I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. I could name off some DJs, but I wouldn't say they top. I mean, I can't put them in order. Put it like that. I could say five DJs that I really really like, but I can't put them in no order, man. Shit,
Okay.
first and foremost, I'm gonna say OG Ron C. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna go with Screw. Then I'm gonna go with Watts. Then I'm gonna go with Jazzy Jeff. And last but not least, them boys out of St. Louis, man. I can't think of their crew name, but DJ Sir Thorough and them guys. Salute. Salute, guys. Salute. I mean, it's many other DJs I could name, but I'm a pause right there.
Hey, and I'm not tripping on your list. You know what I'm saying? I do want to ask you something because not too long ago,
Mhm.
somebody that I knew from the town who is no longer with us,
Okay.
named Big Bub. I wanted to ask you, do you have a memory, a favorite memory, or a standout moment that you remember about Bub?
Every last one of them, man. Every last one of them. One of the realest niggas I ever been around. Straight up.
Mm.
Straight up.
Yeah,
And I got some footage I'm gonna drop on y'all boys' head. I ain't saying nothing about it. It's gonna drop though. You know what I'm saying? I got records. I got a lot of stuff, really. You know what I'm saying? But he knew I had it but I ain't dropped nothing without his permission. That's how we roll. But you know what I'm saying? Like right now, I just gotta put it in y'all face. So stay tuned. I mean, exclusive freestyles. If you know Bub, you know he gonna everywhere he go. Everywhere he gonna wreck. You know what I'm saying? And every now and again, I used to pull out the camera. We just ain't never put nothing out. But I got some footage.
yeah, man. It does me good to hear that. At least you will get to hear that voice again.
Oh yeah, trust
You
me.
know what I'm saying?
Oh, I
Because
mean, I could turn on something right now. I mean, like I keep Bub ready. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like he had music, man. He had that'll touch your soul, stuff, songs that you can't forget. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all go check out his YouTube page at Edward Williams, man. Straight up.
yeah,
Big Bub UGK.
no doubt, man.
Now I gotta
Well,
smoke one for my dog. Now I gotta smoke one for my dog.
oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I want to ask you, what are your plans, music wise, for the future? What do you have planned for the future?
Well, what we got going right now is the Chop Not Slop app. You can catch all exclusive mixes on the Chop Not Slop app. I got a few projects right now on iTunes. You can go listen to that 20th anniversary of Big Mo City of Serb, chopped up by your boy, my boy Spotted Wi-Fi. He got one. It's called the King's Alpha, chopped up, not slopped up. I got one from my boy from the town. You dig? My boy uh, uh, I don't want to butcher my guy name because right now I'm on these herbs, man. Rafa Ra, the ooze god. My boy got that motherfucking the ooze god tape. You know what I'm saying? Chopped up, not slopped up. You feel me? I mean, I'm gonna send you a list of all my projects. That way you can post them for everybody. You know what I'm saying, with links or whatever, whatever. But I definitely got music on iTunes and Spotify if y'all want to jam and keep up. But if you don't got iTunes or Spotify, make sure you get the Chop Not Slop app. It's free. It's for the free, man. Chop Not Slop app and support the Chop Stars, man.
I want to
Straight
ask
up.
you something since you are a DJ. I've been hearing that the 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 club culture is dying. Is that true, or is
Right.
that a lie?
All right, I'm gonna give you an unpopular opinion because I've been DJing for a long time, bro. I'm talking about well, yeah, 2025, 20 years in the club. If you think I'm lying, you better go ask them about me. Ask them about the Platinum Club. Ask them about the Bavarian, the BV out there in PA. I've been DJing a very long time, so I'm gonna say this, man. It's dead because of these phones. Put
Yeah,
your put your fucking phone down and have a good time. Everybody want to record everything, put people on blast. Say, man, like I came up in the era where you had to be there to know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, somebody might have told you about it, but you had to be there to really know how it went down. You feel me? If you wasn't there, you missed it. You know what I'm saying? You might have catch a picture or something, but wasn't no video of what's going on and who was there. A picture might show just a few people, not everybody in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Not everything's all exposed, all online and shit. It to me, it took the cool factor out of it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Not to even be on no player shit, but you could be on some player shit if you needed to be. You feel me? Nah, you can't, nigga. Shit, you better not go out to the club. Shit, if you on some player, nigga, you better go to the restaurant. Nah, you can't even go to the restaurant. See what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere. You feel me? Somebody gonna catch you on the picture. You feel me? So it's like nowadays, man, you really just gotta be out the way type of shit, and it's not cool. Like you can't you get caught in a fight in the club. That shit all online. Like the shit is getting goofy too, cause we the only ones doing it. You feel me? Like and when I say we, I mean us. We got to cut that shit out, bro. Like we making fun of ourselves, and they just rerunning the tape back and forth. Like we got to cut that monkey shit out, bro. But I blame it on the phones, and I ain't gonna lie. You weak ass promoters. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like I don't need none of you pussy ass niggas. Promoters in a way fucking up the money. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, when I came up, it was me and the club owner. We talked and that was it. The promoter shit came later. You feel me? Matter of fact, the promoter business had nothing to do with the DJ business. Matter of fact, the owner told the promoter what to pay me. You feel me? Because I came with the club. That's how we ran the club back in the day. Nowadays, these promoters getting to pick the DJ and having and pimping the DJ so they can make more money. Say, man, that's kind of one of the reasons why I kind of stepped back because it's like I was around before any of you niggas was doing any of this shit. And how dare you try to pimp me when you don't even have the accolades to do so? Nothing to back you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the way I see it, and DJs, y'all gotta learn how to handle yourself. They selling tickets to your show. You the motherfucking main attraction. You feel me? If the DJ rocking, they gonna fucking find somebody else, right? Okay then. So
Right.
if you earn that right to be in that club, DJ, let them promoters know. Nah, you selling tickets to my show, pussy ass nigga. So get your mind right and give me my motherfucking money. All this penny pinching the DJ, $150, $75. Say, man, I had to check a few guys. I don't even like to say that word check because that's not what it was. What I was trying to do is help these guys get their business together. Because if you in the nightclub, you should be a certain class of DJ. It shouldn't be no amateurs in the club. So taking amateur pay for professional work don't fly, in my opinion. But like I said, the club is fucked up from the business side. You know what I'm saying? And from the consumer side, all these goddamn put my phone out, put my phone out, and all this DJ play this. Say, man, sit your punk ass down and enjoy the show. If that man ain't rocking, then you tell them to hire another DJ. But all that trying to control the DJ shit, say, man, I don't go to your job and tell you to flip my burger right now type of shit. I don't do that to you. So don't tell me what to play. Now, if you tipping me, oh, of course I'm gonna play that. But don't disrespect the DJ with all that. mm, That shit don't fly with me, big dog. Shit, I'm gonna light the blunt up on your ass, like this.
Hey, well, I just want to tell you, man, I appreciate you taking time out to holler at me.
For sure, man. For
Before
sure.
we get up out of here, is there anything that you would like to say or anything that you would like to promote that you have going on?
I mean, I done already promoted the chop stars. Y'all just look out for new tastes. But I want to say, man, shout out to you, man. I ain't gonna lie, big dog. You got a lot of haters, bro. And I'm just telling you that because I don't know you. I want everybody to know I never met you. I don't know you. You the first person to ever ask me to do an interview. And I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grant that because it's a lot of people who have opportunity and don't take it, and you took the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And it's really a lot more I really want to get into, but I ain't gonna be here all night. But uh 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 uh, I like I said, I didn't know you, but I did do some research and found that you've been around for a long time, man, on the music scene in Beaumont, right? Am I right?
Yeah, yeah. One
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, one of those people who don't get the credit, who name don't get mentioned in conversations, but
Right, right.
still active, still consistently dropping music,
All
just
right,
doing other things like the podcast, the movies, the this,
right,
that, and the
right,
third. But
right.
yeah,
So you know K Love, right?
yeah, yeah.
Shout out to K Love Emmanuel. So he first mentioned your name to me, and I didn't know who you was, and and he was telling me so many things about you. And in my mind, I'm like, well, how come I never heard of you? You know what I'm saying? So, if you don't mind me asking, I just want to know, like, your music career, like, did you ever sign with anybody, or you always been an independent artist?
I always been independent, and that was based off just being a fan. I mean, before you become an artist, you obviously are a fan of the music,
Mm,
and I was a
right.
fan, but I noticed that every music industry story pretty much end the same.
Hmm.
They and then when I grew up and realized the truth about the music industry, and the hardcore truth is the music industry is designed to keep the artist broke and or in debt.
The
Very
industry, right,
few,
right. The
very
industry, right,
few
right.
make it and make it to I say a status to where they can be comfortable for the rest of their life. Very few. It's not guaranteed that everybody will make it like that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right,
And
right.
but as far as being independent, yeah, I chose that route because I didn't want to be another music industry story. Just like everybody else, somebody signed away all their rights and they
Right, right.
publishing and they masters, and I didn't want to do that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So
Right, right, right. Because I've always wondered how come I never heard your music. Because mind you, like I follow different, I follow record pools as a DJ, like coming up in the radio, the radio station threw a nigga in the record pool first day I joined, right? So I've always gotten my music for free. I never really had to look for music because music is always posted on this site, right? Or a few sites that I go to, right? So, and these are industry sites where you get all the industry music. So, and mind you, it's very few people in our area who ever get a chance to get access to these pools, right? Um, Honestly, I can't even cap right now and tell you nobody that's ever been on it from our town, right? But Houston artists be on there. You know what I'm saying? Not all. Like I could say Killer Calion has never been on there. You know what I'm saying? But Slim Thug has been on there, Kiki has been on there. You know what I'm saying? Like the big names have all been on there. I ain't gonna lie, Big Jade has been on there. Now that I think about it, and what's the guy from Orange? I can't think of his name right now, but he was on there too. You feel me? So I'm saying that to say that uh only people who make it on there are the ones who sign they right, sign their deal, they're publishing all this shit away, right?
yeah.
But I know there's a way independent people can get on, but it costs. You know what I'm saying? So my question really is, who do you do your business with in the music industry?
Business.
I mean, it's a music business, right? And
Yeah,
to put
it
your
is.
and to
It
put the
is a
music
it is a music
right.
business, but
So
well,
I'm trying to school the people at the same time real quick. 'Cause I want everybody to learn something. You got distribution right through somebody, right?
yeah, with United Masters,
Okay. Oh yeah, good deal. Good deal.
and that's I make the music and I get the music mixed and mastered, make sure it sound how it's supposed to sound, and then put it through United Masters. United Masters really, once they upload it and okay
Right,
it and let you
right,
know that okay it, and then they give you a date to select, and they say, okay, well,
right,
your album comes out such and such day, and
right.
in preparation for that, you can start promoting. Here go the link, what I'm
Okay.
saying, to
So,
promote and this, that, and the third. That's one part of it, and then the other part would probably be uh, the various music video directors that I deal with
right, right,
to
right,
bring this vision to life, the
right,
producers that I work with to bring this vision to life, and not to leave out the DJ, because
right, right,
without
right,
the DJ playing the records,
right.
who's gonna hear it?
But that's
Now,
the thing. Right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
but things have changed because now, whereas we used to, well, there used to be a greater value with the DJ, people now listening to music off their phone.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how everybody listening to music now. You know what I'm saying? But now that don't mean the DJ is less important.
Right. Right.
So I still have an active relationship with DJs because wherever they are, event,
Right. Right. Right.
gathering, party, they need music to play. And
Right. 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 Right.
I still
And
do that. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
that's in
What?
terms of the music, my music, that's the business flow of it, the
Right.
business
Right.
side of it. You know what I'm
What? What?
saying?
What? That's one of the things I be talking to a lot of different artists about. Like I never got a cornbread record. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of artists don't like promoting your record is putting it in the right people's hands. And I feel like a lot of DJs don't reach out because I know that I can name a few artists that email me their records, most of the time when they put something out. And I feel like that's sufficient because, that's all we need is an open line of communication to receive records. Because like I said, I can go get the latest Beyonce record, you feel me, on I ain't gonna say the charts, but on the websites where they post these music. But when it comes to these local artists, it be hard because I honestly want to get your whole collection type of shit, right? I want every song you ever made, every video you ever made. That's how I collect music, right? But
Right.
a lot of independent artists don't have it set up that way. You know what I'm saying? So I've been advocating for artists to have their catalog available for us DJs to be able to access it. You feel what I'm saying? Because think about it right now. Let's say if I want to do a project and put a cornbread record in it, I don't have it, right? I could go on YouTube and get like from your YouTube page, I can get some songs or whatever. But other than that, I don't have access to your albums. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say this. When B King passed, a light bulb went in my head because I remember when B King sent us um how to call it. It was basically like a electronic press kit of all his work. It had everything categorized in different folders of all his singles that he ever put out. You know what I mean? If it ever was on the radio or ever was a popular song, he got it in a clean, dirty instrumental form. You know what I'm saying? Every last song, right? So, like I said, when my hard drive crashed, I was able to go get all his music back. You feel what I'm saying? Even though the man passed, and
Right.
I can't physically reach out to him because he has that digital catalog available. Bam, his music in my eyes never gets lost. You know what I'm saying? Because even if my hard drive crash, it's available online for me to restore it back. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just be advocating for artists to get their catalog available online, and what that does is us DJs have access to it. And now you don't never have to complain about a DJ not playing your record. Because the main reason why DJs can't play your independent artist records is because we don't have it. And it's really a big pickle to try and download it right then at the show. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's fucked up to put the DJ in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just advocate because all the artists that I talk to, they already know. I'd be like, hey man, send me everything you got. You know what I'm saying? And a few of them have sent me their records. You know what I'm saying? And It's just up to me to be able to find where that record goes. Because as I get ready to, I'm finna get ready to put together a lot of projects, man. And I want to do a lot with the 409, but man, people are so stubborn. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about, bro. Like artists are so stubborn with their music. I'm like, bro, you need to give that record up because you holding it is not gonna get it where it need to go. You supposed to give the music away. You feel me? Because the people are the consumers are the ones who gonna buy it. We're the ones that are gonna buy into what you got going on. But if you ain't giving up the music, you ain't keeping us jamming, bro. We not fine. That's just how consumers go, bro. So I advocate for artists to get that ball rolling and having their music available because I'm telling you, it works. It works. You fuck around and hear your music everywhere, and you never know which record to catch. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Well, truth be told, I have a great deal of my music that is available while the entirety of my catalog is not
Yeah, yeah.
available.
See, yeah, we need that, man.
Majority of it
We
is.
need that. Yeah, right.
So
I can respect it because it takes time to actually learn how to get the metadata correct and everything lined up. You know what I'm saying? But I say, man, like every artist should start doing it because it's only to your benefit. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by having it available is like a Dropbox. You know what I'm saying? That you only send this out to DJs, record labels, and important people. Cause that's how you get your deal.
right. And you said something very interesting before you said I have a lot of haters.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm very, I mean, while I don't use my
yeah,
platform or any of my
yeah.
podcasts to address any of that, I know that it exists
It's Beaumont.
because some of it I hear about. Now, believe it or not, it's a great deal that I don't hear about.
Yeah,
I feel like when I go out and I be, at the store or something, I feel like I'm in the mix of some of these supposed people, but
yeah.
it never will come to me
Right.
like directly. It'll
Come on.
always be something I hear about
Right,
from
right,
somebody else,
right.
or
Right,
I know
right.
how it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm
It's
not tripping because I
yeah.
use
It's
that
the town,
energy,
man. Yeah, it's the town.
continue to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Because
Put it in their face, man. Like
it's
Pimp
not
would
gonna
say.
stop the show. You know what I'm saying? The
Right,
show
right,
must
right,
continue. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Hate or
right,
not.
right, right, right.
So
I
with
feel
that being said, man,
you know,
I
like I know,
appreciate you.
like I know, they only hating because they can't do it.
I mean, I know I understand it a lot more now as gotten a little bit older.
Right,
It's
right, right.
sir. At one point, I didn't understand it. I ain't know where it was coming from, but I
Yeah.
see that it's not just really. It ain't just me.
It's everybody, man.
It's a
Bruh,
lot of people that are productive, that are doing things with themselves,
right,
who are, what I'm saying, who get up every day and get on their grind, be about their business. They don't like productivity because they
right.
are stagnant.
Yep, yep. Crab
Stagnant
in the
and
bucket city,
productivity, they don't like that. They want you to be stagnant like they are. They
like
stuck in
them.
the
Yeah,
mud. So they
like
upset with you because you're moving.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Don't crawl out the bucket. Come on back down here.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it's, it ain't just
Yeah.
it ain't just me. It ain't just me.
Right. Right. Right.
It's a lot of other people, but
Yeah.
this is where we are, unfortunately. But hey,
Yeah.
man, like
We,
I
we make
said,
the we make the best of it, man. At the end of the day, man, because like you said, they can't stop the show. What you was given is what you going to be blessed with in the long run. Just keep on doing what you're doing, man.
oh yeah, man, I appreciate you, and we gotta exchange emails so that I can send you some records. And
Yeah, but I need that, man.
on behalf of DJ Wiz and the good people at One Man Records, this is
Mm.
Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. And until next time, everybody, peace and love, because that's what the world need in a major
Mm.
way. Peace and love, man.
Peace.